Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Peter, and welcome to Tribe Theory Spotlight, Bali edition. I'm here with Michael.
Yes.
Michael, how did we originally meet?
We met at the Tribe Theory startup villa in Canggu.
Yeah, that was like 3 months ago, right?
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, time goes by fast, but what did we initially connect with?
I guess we started talking about what I do.
Yeah,
and,
which is what?
which is, I'm a data consultant.
Okay.
So I do machine learning, artificial intelligence, and this kind of stuff. And that sparked your interest.
Yeah.
And, it went the other way around as well. Because I was interested in your financial advice and consulting as well.
Yeah. And so for those people who are out there who don't know about big data or AI, can you briefly explain what that is?
Oh.
It's a long story, right? But keep it short.
Long story. So I always like to cite Andrew Ng.
Okay.
I never know if I pronounce his name correctly, but he's like one of the heroes of AI.
Yep.
And he said that data is basically the new electricity.
Oh, wow.
So it's going to be the new, resource of the 21st century upon which a lot of new innovations are going to be based.
Wow.
And it's also likenable to, in terms of the size of the magnitude of effect that it's going to have on the human population. And we see a lot of this kind of stuff happening already. Like you use machine learning and data-driven technologies every day already in your smartphone, in your email account, where it protects you from spam and this kind of stuff.
Wow.
So it's a lot of things, and it's difficult to put it in a sentence.
And so is that what everybody is talking about regarding the fourth industrial revolution?
Yes, yeah. That's basically it. Yeah.
I gotcha. And so who is kind of on the bleeding edge of AI and big data at this moment?
That's a good question. So people often speak of a race for AI between China and the US. And it's true that these two countries are very advanced as far as their technology and their innovation. Europe less so, but I don't know in how far it makes sense to speak of a country-wise comparison, because at the end of the day, I think it's mostly companies competing. I will say though that the companies that are leading this, the tech giants, Tencent, Google, the Facebooks, the Baidus, the Alibabas, they're mostly based in China or the US.
Wow. Yeah. And so what is the strategic advantages of both China and the US?
There's a couple of points. So the first point is that you get, with data-driven technologies, you get into some sort of path dependency, which means that you gain an edge by just having data. So the sooner you enter the market with a product and are able to collect data, the more it's going to improve your products and services. So you get into this upward-facing spiral of having data, improving services, having data.
I see.
And it's just the fact that US companies started earliest.
Yeah.
The Web 02 companies of Silicon Valley. So they have this advantage. Then you have this whole entrepreneurial spirit of the US.
Yeah.
Whereas China has the big advantage of having more centralized power over things. So you wouldn't have a labor union like complaining if suddenly people start collecting data about taxi drivers or something. You know?
And they have the support of the government, who are also, because of the one-party system, can afford to think more longer term, correct?
Exactly. That's exactly the point. They have a digital and data strategy and an AI strategy, and they're executing upon it, which is something that other governments, especially Western ones, lack.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And another topic about the fourth industrial revolution is the fact that jobs are oftentimes felt like at risk.
Right.
What are those type of jobs that people should avoid if they are just getting into the workforce, and how should we think about technology in the next 20 to 30 years?
Right. Excellent question. It's a debate that's been re-sparked.
Yeah.
It's not a new one. It's by no means a new one.
Right.
We've had this debate surrounding the other industrial revolutions where people were scared of being automized.
For sure.
The term is technological unemployment.
Oh, okay.
So you lose your job because of technology. And the things that are automatable now are... So here's the thing about data and data-driven technologies, is that they equip us with the ability that I like to call mind power. So unlike with machines and heavy machinery that, relieved us of muscle power, AI can give us mind power, so it enables us to have cognitive abilities with machines and with computer systems. And so we see a lot of tasks, I wouldn't say jobs, tasks, falling prey to that. And these are tasks that are automatable and that require some human effort, but not a lot. So things like checking if your face is corresponding to the face on your ID card.
Right.
These are things that are automatable soon. But when we talk about things that require a lot of complex thinking, creativity, empathy, emotional intelligence, we're still far from getting there with the machines.
Gotcha.
So I think what counts in the future is that mostly what you need to have is flexibility to be able to learn new tasks and new jobs. And also...
that sounds more daunting than not, right? Because, for instance, for me, I studied finance. Well, I didn't study finance, but I worked in finance for 6 years. And now I'm on my new entrepreneurial track, trying to learn the digital marketing side to help with my financial coaching.
Right.
And so as a 30-year-old, I already feel like it's such an onerous task. And I cannot imagine maybe as a 40-year-old to having to relearn new skills with more commitments with a family and mortgage and so on and so forth. So what do you recommend to someone like me who's not so technologically savvy, but rather still needs to stay ahead of the curve?
Right.
Or am I screwed?
No, you're not screwed by no means. You'll have to maintain the ability to learn things newly, and yes, it's going to be a fact that we have to have lifelong learning. You're going to have to learn your lifelong. I'm going to have to learn my entire lifelong.
So at the individual level, because I believe I'm pretty self-motivated that I will, but on a societal level, is there things in which the government can do to better transition this?
These are debates that we're opening up right now.
Yeah.
And honestly, I don't have the answers.
Gotcha.
And this is something that we need to engage in. And I think and this is why I'm writing the book on data, the book I'm writing now, is I think this is supposed to be a discussion that is supposed to be had society-wide.
Yes.
Because it's going to affect everybody.
Yep.
Really everybody, and so I think everybody should have a say in the discourse.
Yes, and I'm sorry that I forgot to highlight that you are writing this course, and it is centralized around the idea of trying to explain big data and AI to the common people, correct?
Right. Exactly.
And when can people expect to know more about this, and what's the best way to buy the book?
Right. So we're entering the last phase of the book.
Excellent.
And we hope to have it published by September, October this year.
Wow.
And it's basically supposed to be a one-stop guidebook. It's called, the working title is The Definite Guidebook to Data. Supposed to cover and give you an overview of all data-related concepts.
Yep.
So that you can make sense of all the buzzwords and things that are out there.
Right.
And it's supposed to give you an overview so that you can afterwards delve into topics independently, deeper if you want to.
Very exciting.
So we're still uncertain about how to get it out there, but we're probably going to self-publish it. Okay. And so, just reach out to me on LinkedIn or...
For sure, yeah. We will definitely post your LinkedIn information on Tribe Theories Media. And thank you so much for doing this interview. And for those people... Oh, sorry.
My pleasure, my pleasure.
And for those people who are interested in learning more about the type of awesome people that come through Tribe Theory, please subscribe to Tribe Theory Media, and we look forward to the next one.
Yes.
Take care.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Awesome, man.